Hello, early birds. It's now time for the Morning Line Sports Show with Chappie, Seminar Skip, and Bandstand Hal. Without question, the best show that concentrates on horse racing and sports. And Hal's hair. Of course, it doesn't hurt that it's the only show that concentrates on horse racing and sports. And that crazy hair. And now, Railbirds, here's your hosts, Jeff Chappie Chapman, Seminar Skip, and Bandstand Hal.
And welcome to the Thunder and Lightning edition of the Morning Line Sports Show. Yes, it was Thunder and Lightning here last night. You would have thought it was Armageddon here in L.A., right, Bandstand Hal?
Oh, yeah. I was in the man cave. I almost got flooded, but thank God I had that life raft that Skip got me, so I was able to paddle out.
It was like a Twitter alert, everything. Wow, look at the thunder, look at the lightning. You realize that it happens here about once a year.
And we
I grew
all
up in the
freak out.
Midwest. It wasn't a big deal back then, but even the cats, the dogs, they don't know what's going on.
I was so excited to do the show that I got up like at 3 a.m, and my dog followed me around, and I opened up the door, and I didn't know that it had poured for that long, and I'm very curious to see that track it's in this morning.
Quite a lot of moisture last night. That was the voice of Iggy Puglisi joining us today. Skip is away on assignment, so Iggy is in the studio today. So welcome back, Iggy.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, that was no exaggeration. I was excited. I was the only thing that was, keeping me a little on the edge was the fact that it was raining quite a bit, and I like to look at racing all over the country, but I really, for players or at least coming onto the show to try and help out handicapping, I try to stick to what I know, which is Southern California. And it's just tough when there's grass racing. The hill races are more than likely coming off. We were talking about it on the ride here. So it's going to make the handicapping a little bit tough. Hopefully we get some good assistance along the way.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll stop. It looks like about 30% starting about 10 a.m., so we want to tell everybody, there's a Michelada Rumble out there today.
Is that still going to go on?
Big,
huh?
of course,
Wow.
Hal.
Okay.
Come on now, Bandstand.
Well, I'm always indoors, so I don't know.
So big event out in the infield. So please, people, still come out. 2 shorts playing. We got the whole Rumble going on. And the stake race is the 5 furlong, the new 5 furlong turf race. So hopefully that stays on. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure, how much they were able to take last night, and I know that they were trying to take care of the main track like they usually do, which I said also to you is I can't believe how good it is when it's rained lots here. The seal that they put on it and the way that they don't let anybody on, once they keep it that way all the way till race time,
And then
it
they
seems to
open that
hold
bad
up.
boy up and
Really, it looks new. It doesn't look like the old school, slopping around and horses' tails, have to be tied up.
Right.
It's a lot easier to go over now.
Yeah, it looks very fast at the time. So, Bandstand, I think we had a pretty good week last week. Let's do a little recapping, buddy.
Okay, we'll start with Skip. Let's see. He gave out the Arizona Cardinals. That was his best bet, plus 4.5. They covered 28-18. And then we come down to Chappie. Again, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you've been hitting on all cylinders lately. Santa Anita, race 8, number 10. It was scratched, but you came back with Cleveland. It's at plus 3. The Browns won in overtime, 12-9. And then we go down to Bruce again. My God, up north at Fresno, the 5th race, number 7, tap, and boom, 1580 to win. And we go, Dave from FanDuel TVG, gave out the Browns also with you. And then Tyler went zilch at Bandstand, 12-star play, Notre Dame minus 6. They covered 45-23.
Well done, third person. And I'll tell you what, just one quick shout out. We were just talking to Iggy about this before we came on the air. Bruce Finkelstein up north is when Bandstand says he's been hitting it like an 80% clip over the last 4 months
At least, yeah.
That is not a joke.
No, it's not.
It's amazing. Another $15+ winner last week. It's just $15.80. Incredible.
From the first time that I did the show with you guys here a few months back, he gave out a horse, and Skip looked over at me. He goes, "Wow, man, Bruce has really been on, especially up north." I said, "Okay." So I made a little note down, and then I followed along and would listen to him. And after the 5th win in a row, I thought, well, it's probably too late to jump on now. He's going to run out of luck eventually.
Nope.
Bruce is crushed.
Yeah.
Just every week, it's a solid pick.
That's right.
They seem like they all win.
No question. Dare I say, en fuego. And speaking of hot, we have the Naira Paddock analyst, Miss Maggie Wolfendale, joining us now. Maggie, are you there? Oh, we lost her? Okay. Well, she was on, though, correct? Or Okay, thank you. I thought you were giving me false information there. Thanks a lot.
Fake
Appreciate
news.
it. Fake news once again. Let's, while we try to get her back on the line, Iggy, do you want to start us off with a quick play here, or are you still kind of perusing?
No, I can tell you something that I looked at last night that I found interesting was in the fifth race, because I first try and look at, see if there's anything that's got any value to it. And one of my big angles is horses being claimed, and I just try to see if I could find a type of angle that would work. And in the fifth race today, which will end up being the Calbred of the week.
Calbred of the week.
It's the race is on the grass. It's a mile on the grass, so I don't know if it'll stay on or not. But I like the inside horse, Tabitha Bonita. Was a recent claim. He's got speed, and this horse has won on a wet sealed track before. So I just got a feeling that they are going to run, even if they do take it off, which I'm not sure if they are or not. But I think that this horse under the KG Bill Sparbarn is going to run a top-notch race today.
And don't let the 14% first off the claim fool you. He is a master off the claim over the years, isn't he?
A lot of them have run second, third, too.
Right.
They run well, if anything. So I think if he reached in for this horse for $25,000, unless he wanted to go back to the grass, which he's 0 for 5 on, I think that he's going to run today, and hopefully it does get moved over, and you get somewhat of that 6-1.
And it pays to own a Calbred.
Yes,
and
it sure does.
Go to Barton Farms, and Barton's going to have many horses in the sale.
Yeah, they got the
up.
sale coming up on, I think it's 16th.
Yeah, absolutely.
October.
So, and we do have Maggie on
She's
now.
back.
Maggie, are you there?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty
morning.
good. How about
Good morning.
yourself?
Oh, wet and raining and cold.
Well, same here.
Now, we believe it or not, it is raining here in Southern California, so we don't know what to do with ourselves. But
I bet you don't.
we really don't. So, are you guys going to be off the turf? What's it looking like in New York?
The two states are on, which includes the Pebbles. So, those are the only two that stayed on. We can't catch a break. Yesterday was beautiful, of course, but we had a deluge, the night before, and the turf course is very soft.
What race are we going to go to today?
Well, let's look at the Pebbles. I think it's a pretty interesting race overall, and you have a few horses that don't necessarily love the softer turf. You've got Stormy coming back too for Mark Casse, and it's not an easy spot for her to come back. But a horse that I thought was a little bit interesting was Cool Beans. She seems to be getting better. She could set the pace in here. We'll see how good, strong front runners do over this course. But Cool Beans, I think, is a horse that's rapidly improving for Brad Cox.
An amazing 10-1 on Cool Beans, huh? That's quite the price for Brad Cox. Only hit at 28% this year.
Yeah, that's a huge price. What did you think about the Gary Barber owned horse, Got Stormy, that has been shipped around from Gulfstream to Penn National, Belmont, Woodbine, now back?
Well, she put together a great kind of 3-race campaign, if you will, over the summer. And I like the fact that they freshened her up. And we'll see how she negotiates the turf. As a physical, she looks like one that could possibly handle it being a bit softer. So I think, if she's ready to go, and she's a filly that, looking at her, it doesn't take much to get her fit. So I would have to say Mark always brings his horse over very, very fit. So she, if anything, is the horse to beat coming back, and she loves the mile distance. And she's tactical enough.
What's your strategy then for are you just going to bet Cool Beans to win at a nice juicy 10-1? Are you going to play exactas tries? What are you thinking, Maggie?
I'd probably bet her to win, and then use Got Stormy as well in the exactive stuff.
Okay, well, listen, stay dry, Maggie, and we will too, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys. Thank you. Best of luck.
Have a great day.
You got it,
Bye,
Maggie
Maggie.
Wolfendale.
Hey, Chappie and Iggy, did you know the Naira Bets Breeder Cup Bankroll Builder continues this Saturday at Woodbine? Bet at least $20 in exactas in the Canadian International Stakes and earn a $10 bonus. Win or lose, then that's the deal. Not playing with Naira Bets yet? Sign up today with the promo code Chappie, CHAPPY, and earn a $200 new member bonus. With Naira Bets, you can bet any track, anywhere, at any time.
Well done there, Hal. Good job. Impressive.
Always.
And speaking of impressive, one of the young guns trainer up and coming on the circuit, making his name for himself out here, Mr. Andrew Lerner is joining us now. Andrew, what's happening?
That's quite an introduction. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Good morning, Andrew.
You can pay me the $20 later for that intro.
Good. Perfect. I will give it to you.
Couple beers for me.
Andrew, you've been a horse racing fan since you were a young kid, but you kind of took a different route getting into the game. Give us a little bit of a background on how you got to become a trainer.
Yeah, I mean, I've been going to track since I was like 4 or 5. Hollywood Park was my home track, going with my dad, and just coming around the track all the time, and owned little pieces of some race horses when I got older. And then when I got into my 20s, I kept coming to the track. I was here at 5, 6 in the morning, and I said, you know what, this is something I love so much, I think I want to pursue it. So I had a couple horses that I owned, and I owned them with Mike Pender, and he was very helpful to me, allowing me to come in the morning and get to shadow him and his assistants and grooms. And I did that for about a year with my own horses. And then I got on horses. I wanted to ride a little bit because, these riders would come back and tell you these horses were off here or there, and you can kind of understand that. But until you actually get on the horse, you don't really get it. So then I rode for about a year, just so I could get some experience doing that, and then took my trainer's test, and here we are today. Been training for about almost 2 years now.
Yeah, Andrew, I totally understand where you're coming from. I did the same thing growing up, just coming into Santa Anita on the weekends with my parents. There were weekend warriors, and just you catch that bug, you catch that racetrack bug, and there's nothing like it when you're in the winner's circle, man. It's like no other. So I really understand where you're coming from, when it comes to this. And I also wanted to tell you that I liked it, so I need to give a shout out to Oppa Randy that won. What was it like? Maybe a week ago or something? Was it that long ago?
that was on Sunday. Thank you. That's a nice little filly. I mean, she tries so hard every time, and Flavian did a great job, just patient with her. She shot out of the gate, and he could have just went, but he decided to be patient. I think that's what left her with a little bit of reserve in the tank when she was about the 16th pole. Was getting a little bit nervous, but she held on.
Hey, Andrew, Bandstand Hal here. I want to congratulate you on a great Del Mar meet. You had a hell of a meet down there, and I saw you on Facebook when you took everybody out to dinner down there. That was great.
Oh, thank you. I mean, we got such a good team. I mean, it's been fun watching the barn grow. I mean, really, I got to thank God for putting me in this position. It's been so fantastic, and we got a good supporting cast. And I got Corey Black, who's been around for so long, who's been so helpful here, and now Larry Benavides is working with us, who's obviously has so much experience with Sadler. So, I think for me, it's just about building that team, and if we can have a good team and we all get along and we're all kind of have that same common interest in winning races, and I think it makes it more fun and enjoyable, and I think the horses do better. So I think it's been a lot of fun, but we got a lot of good supporting characters, cast around me.
We were going to add Corey onto the show as well, but we don't have a 5-hour show. We've only got 1 hour, so we had to keep it just to you. But
if anybody knows Corey Black, it's all in good fun.
Yeah. He's probably talking to himself right now because you're not around. But anyways, one thing about yourself is, you put your own money into your horses to start. And, that we give you a lot of credit for that. And now you've kind of branched out. You're starting to do some partnerships. We'd be remiss to not mention ZZ Howell, who's a big fan of yourself and a big fan of the show. And she comes to all of our mixers and everything.
Great person.
But let everybody know, because one thing very important is, you're a young guy. You get it. You make sure everybody has fun. You're winning. You're doing it the right way. How do people get a hold of you? Partnerships are a good way to go. Explain a little bit about that. We've got about a minute left, bud.
Yeah, I mean, originally I started off and I had my own horses because I was fortunate to have some money. So I wanted to do it that way. I know no one would give me horses right away. But then kind of as we started doing a little bit better, I started getting some phone calls, and I got hooked up with these guys, Vindicate Racing, Jason Bailey and John Anderson. These are great guys who have come in and really have started doing well and claimed some horses and bought some privately. They had Brando the bartender, and we just got a horse from England in and won the Mall Run, and these guys are coming in and want to want to do well, and they're excited. And, like you said, we want people to come here and have fun. We're accessible. We encourage people to come to the barn. We want you to see your horses train in the morning. I think open communication is a key to our barn, and I think that's, our owners love that. Zizi's fantastic. She's like my lucky charm.
Mm-hmm. She is very lucky.
So I love when they come out. But, I think for me, my goal is to get as many people involved in having a fun time, even if they can and, own 100% of a horse. I want to create opportunities where they can come in and maybe own 5% or 2.5% or whatever, just so they can get that same experience and fall in love with the sport. Because we need to revive it a little bit and get some energy here. So I think we can open it up to more owners. It's just going to be good for the overall for the sport.
I love it. All right, last but not least, I think you said you might scratch today. Is that correct? Your one entrant is.
We're gonna scratch today. We'll probably run him back early in November, but we have one tomorrow. If you like it, she's been training well. Ruben's kind of been my go-to guy. So I think we'll probably just sit off the pace. I know there's a little pace inside of us, Blondie's Reward. So I think we'll just sit kind of a nice tracking position, and hopefully at the quarter pole she'll run like I think she might.
2-1 morning line favorite for Vindicate Racing. So hopefully our owners can make a few bucks, and we appreciate you coming on, Andrew. It's been a pleasure, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your morning.
Okay, Andrew. Bye-bye.
Good luck tomorrow. Andrew Lerner's joining us there, and we're taking a quick break, a little behind here. Listen to the Morning Line Sports Show on AM 830 KLAA, home of the Fighting Irish.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spin one. Let me hit that MC 8-ball and MJG.
Ducks Radio, AM 830, KLAA.
Racing fans, come on out to Santa Anita this weekend for great racing and good times, and check out our infield Michelada Rumble on Saturday. We'll have Michelada vendors, a live concert, car show, and more. Get your Michelada Rumble tickets now at SantaAnita.com. And be sure to play the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 jackpot every day with consistently big payoffs and the chance to hit for a life-changing jackpot score. And attention horse players, sign up now for our $500 Autumn Challenge next Saturday, October 20th, with up to $20,000 in cash prizes. Join us on Fridays for the all-new $1 Stronach 5, featuring a record low 12% takeout, and also each Friday we've got $2 draft beers and $6 specialty cocktails, sponsored by Woodford Reserve. In addition to great racing, check out the new Golden Road Pub on the grandstand main floor. First post time on Saturday and Sunday is at 12:30. Admission gates open at 10:30. Santa Anita, great racing and great value in a world-class setting.
Think you have what it takes to play in the Breeders' Cup Betting Challenge and win your share of $1 million in prizes? Then head to ExpressBet to register. The BCBC is the country's biggest live handicapping tournament with ExpressBet. You can get in on the action without leaving home. Don't have an ExpressBet account? No worries. Sign up today and receive up to a $500 welcome bonus. Check out ExpressBet.com to learn more. Must be 18 or older and 21 in certain states to open an account with ExpressBet LLC and reside in a state where such activity is legal. Void where prohibited. National Gambling Support Line 800-522-4700.
From the tropical rainforests of Hawaii's Big Island, nature has given us Uncle Kimo's Kona Coffee. Derived from a naturally occurring coffee bean that is only found in this precise altitude and climatic setting, Uncle Kimo's Kona Coffee ensures a perfect start to your day or any cherished moment from sunup to sundown. Every treasured coffee bean is the byproduct of nearly 4 years of nurturing on the 57-acre family farm, and unlike many other coffee beans from the Big Island, Uncle Kimo's is estate grade and hand-roasted. This means all beans are grown, picked, roasted, and packaged on the farm to ensure the beans are the most balanced and as rich in flavor as possible. Uncle Kimo's Kona Coffee is now available on the mainland for the very first time. To place an order, just visit UncleKimosKonaCoffee.com and look for our logo on the track and in the winner's circle, along with jockeys Tyler Bays and Kent DeSormo. Uncle Kimo's Kona Coffee, taste the aloha.
Ducks Radio AM 830, KLAA.
They don't need ID. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Your mind is gone. Your brain is glazed. You've been wide awake for the last 3 days.
Welcome back to the Morning Line Sports Show. We're going to blow the whistle because I'm on a roll in pro football there, Hal.
Yeah, we already mentioned that, Chappie.
I just wanted to say it one more time.
Well, let's get something more important here. I want to tell everybody we have
What's more important than that?
Our new website.
Okay.
Is up and running. The website name is TMLAM830.com. And on there we have the shows archived now. We'll have every week. We'll update that with the shows. If you have any questions or anything, just go ahead there and drop us a line, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Again, the new website, TMLAM830.com.
We also have a link to the show, so you can click Listen Live right from there. We have a link to all of our sponsors, so you can click right on to their website. So, and thanks to Wagering Tyler.
Yeah, that's right,
Mr.
Tyler.
Ofer, I think he's
sure
listening right now, but he was a big part of that. So we'll give him.
Thank you, Tyler.
We'll give him one win for that.
Yeah,
he might be the MVP of the show after that.
Oh, no.
You're definitely not.
Wow.
Speaking of MVPs.
Oh, boy, here he is.
Mr. On Fire up north, Mr. Bruce Finkelstein joining us. Bruce, what's happening, buddy?
Good morning, Jeff. Hal, Iggy, how's it going, guys?
Fantastic.
Morning,
Pretty
Bruce.
good yourself.
Tap,
I don't know
boom.
if you heard at the beginning of the show, but we were giving you the big plug because you just keep firing away and winning every week up north. It's amazing.
I don't want this year to end. I'm afraid what's going to happen in 2019. I'm probably going to go over.
Well, we'll worry about. Hey, Bruce, we'll worry about that when it comes.
Yeah, I hope I'm not wasting all.
I'm
my
riding the
bullets.
wave.
No, it's been great. It's been a phenomenal year. Really enjoyed doing the show with you guys.
So what do we got up north today, Bruce?
Well, let's go right to Fresno. How about the 7th race? These are maiden. We scored with the maiden last week. Let's do maidens again. $8,000 horses. This is actually not bottom level. Maiden 5s are the bottom level. How about a horse that really came to life for a maiden 8 tag last time out? And that's the 6 horse, Vanra. Now, she tried to rally into the pace was slow. It was set by the winning horse, Scurry, a 6-5 shot with Jonathan Wong. And really, she had everything her own way. And I thought Vanra showed some life in this race. She was wide all the way around in the middle of the pack. Just kept trying all the way. Much improved effort. The thinking here is she's got some stamina into her now. Now she turns back to a sprint distance. And I question some of these other fillies. They just don't finish all that well. I think that she's going to be the strongest filly the last part of the race. And this is kind of a low-profile barn that has done good work so far this year, winning, 4 of 16. Alex Siwak, I believe it is. So I think this horse is going to get a great trip from off the pace. She'll be running best late. Race 7, number 6, Vanra, listed at 8-1 on the morning line.
Nice.
The lightly raced 5-year-old mare, but like you said, improving. Looks like a small barn, but they must place him well, hon. 8-1, a nice price for Bruce up north anytime.
Yeah, I like the looks of that for that 5-year-old mare. Definitely looks like they tried a couple of things, and when they saw that maybe the grass wasn't working, they just dropped and said, "Okay, it's time to get busy." The horse ran a great second, and man, I'm in with you at 8-1.
It's amazing how horses kind of know their level sometimes, isn't it? All of a sudden, they're non-competitive. You just drop them, and boom, they wake up, and that just we see it daily at the races, and I think this is the case with this filly.
Now, Bruce, we are going to shock you. It has been raining a little bit here.
That's what I heard. Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
Yeah. Breaking news here. Yeah. We don't have Skip Rains here to give the weather report, but it is it's supposed to clear off, I think, around 11 a.m., something like that. So hopefully, like Iggy said, they do a real good job. If they seal that track when they open it up, it doesn't look like it's rained at all. But hopefully we stay on the turf. But we did get quite a bit of rain last night, so we'll see. But
so should we stay on dirt for our selection?
Yeah.
Would you say,
your call, buddy. But I would, go with your original thought.
Let's do a bankroll builder in the second race, and that is on the 2-horse Twisted Rosie. She ran kind of a nondescript third over the track here on opening week, but that was a fast race for the level. Cute Nose Cute was a dropper for Peter Miller, who just overpowered the field, and she did okay to finish third. She really wasn't competitive at the end, but that was a much better race. I got a good rating. Here's the thing about that track. That was a heavily speed-biased track. On September 30th, how about every race was won on the front end that day? So I know there are those that are not into the bias, but when every single race is won by the front ender, you have to take notice. So she had everything going against her, tougher field, speed biased against her. I think this is a much weaker group today. She takes a 2-level drop. How about the benefit of a race over the track? I think that's also big. I think she'll fit much better against these. Race 2, number 2, Twisted Rosie, listed at 5-2 on the morning line.
I love it. And where do we find your picks there, Bruce?
betonbruce.com, where we have full card options, best bets, audio available. Or if you need just best bets, give me a call at 888-708-8877.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you next week. Let's get another winner home.
Have a great weekend, fellas.
Good luck.
Yeah, hey, I just want to mention Skip, but text me. He has a 5-star release for football. It's in college. He likes Oregon +3.
Even while on assignment, he's texting.
He's got to do the work. He's got to do the work. Would you like me to give any picks out? Or
no,
we have
Mike Peranio on from the Mandalay Bay. So
Mike, we're going to get bumped.
We're going to put you on hold. You're not the MVP this week. Mike Peranio joining us from Mandalay Bay. What's going on, buddy?
Not too much. Skip's right here. He told me it was a 6-star.
All right.
Here, we thought he was on assignment. He's firing with you. Unbelievable.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. How about you? How about the mayhem at that fight last week?
Yeah, it was close to getting out of hand, but thank goodness the security was on their toes. They know what they're doing when they hold these things. They had enough extra security there, and it'll be interesting to see what the Nevada Commission does and how long it is before the champ fights again.
They certainly got enough publicity out of that, though, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a point where the publicity is good for a rematch, and then there's a point where if it gets too far out of hand, you can't let that happen. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes down from the gaming commission here, boxing.
Wow. This is Iggy here, and just being such a big fan of MMA in all ways, and that was, it was a great show to watch, and the only bad part, was towards the end. Did that seem like it carried out, do you think, over, out into the casinos at all? I was just curious because I had watched, I'm like, wow, that's Vegas, man. That's a pretty exciting place. That could get ugly, quick. Or did it seem like everything was contained pretty quick?
Yeah, it was probably the best thing that could happen that was in Las Vegas because of the security here and the police force. If that would have happened in, New York or Chicago or maybe L.A., it might have got even worse. But they're pretty on their toes here. They were ready for that kind of stuff, and especially the staff at T-Mobile, the police officers and security. They kept it together, and thank goodness, because it was spilling out of the ring for sure.
All right, moving forward, I know you got Skippy right next to you. We thought he was on assignment. Do you have an NFL play for us or a college play today?
Yeah, I told myself never to give out a favorite and did it last week, and I paid the price for it. Today I'm back with my underdogs. I'm taking Tampa Bay, playing Atlanta, getting 3.5 points. I think they win this game outright, and the Falcons' decline continues. They have absolutely no good defensive players left on the defensive side of the ball due to injuries. So I think Tampa Bay snaps out of their little funk and gets it done at Atlanta today. And getting 3.5 points doesn't hurt.
And if that happens, that'll put Atlanta at 1-5 and pretty much done for the season. So
yeah, there's a few teams this week that are looking at the scenario, and the Giants showed that they're probably looking for draft picks for next year already. And a lot of people thought they were going to be maybe win their division, and that's not happening this year.
No shot. Any line movement on the big game? Obviously, New England and Kansas City. Anything moving that way, one way or the other so far?
You know what? That's pretty much staying the same. It's interesting. That is kind of the marquee game of maybe the first half of the whole first half of the season, and it's going to be a testament to whether the Chiefs are really undefeated and Super Bowl bound if they can go into New England and win it. But all the Chiefs' weaknesses are what the Patriots' strengths are: the short pass, the slot receiver pass, the running back. Those are all weaknesses of Kansas City. So looks like it will be a big shootout, and it'll be interesting to see who ends up on top on that.
Yeah, Kansas City went 5-0 last year, and then they went in the dumps. But I think Pat Mahomes is a little bit different character here. That guy's got something, but he's young. And New England, like you said, give Belichick time to prepare, and he's deadly. That's for sure. So
yeah, I think this game, there's lots of points in this game just because the other strength is the weakness is the other person's strength, and Mahomes is obviously going to be maybe the star of the future in the NFL if he doesn't get injured, and we'll look for him to if he can pull this one out, that's a huge win, and there's maybe a Super Bowl bound if they can win this kind of game on the road.
No question. All right, what about horse racing? We got a pick at Santa Anita?
Yeah, I got a big long shot in the 5th race. I like quite a bit. Neil Drysdale horse, the 5 horse, Rolling Shadow. There's lots of speed in here. This looks like a good spot for this horse. He's finished closing 3rd a couple times and won off the pace with a good front end speed, setting it up for him. I think that happens here. He's off a little layoff, and I think he's got a huge shot at 12-1, and definitely stay in the money on this race.
And Iggy, yeah, I mean, last week it seemed very speed favoring on the turf course, but yesterday it looked like it evened out a little bit more.
It did, and I think that had to do because guys are thinking that it was better on the front end, so everybody kind of pushes a little bit, makes the pace faster, and it gives you a shot, to boomerang off the turn and run horses down. We saw that happen a couple of times yesterday, and I'm the same here. Even with Rolling Shadow that we're talking about, that was a race that I picked, Tabitha Bonita, and honestly, I picked that thinking that it was coming off the grass. So for me, it's going to be up in the air until we get a little bit of info on that, on what they're going to do.
We actually got some rain here, Mike, believe it or not. So
it's actually a little rain probably helps that out there, but they do make adjustments. Just the track personnel, the grounds people, when they see they make those adjustments when they see something's favoring sometimes, especially on dirt. So you'll see. I think there's enough speed in here. It's just whether this horse is ready to roll off the layoff, and it's a short layoff. I think this horse, if he gets some speed to run at it, definitely has some back class. That's for sure.
All right, let's get it home at 12-1, or maybe a 1-5 exacta with you and Iggy, and we'll talk to you next week, buddy.
My favorite numbers.
All right.
Thanks.
Have a good day. We'll talk to you next week. Mike Peranio from Mandalay Bay. Go visit him. He takes care of the horse players. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to the Morning Line Sports Show on SWC. Arnold Hill in the background on AM 830 KLAA, home of Arnold Hill.
Ducks Radio AM 830 KLAA.
Picking the winners at the races is not always clear, but picking the right pool and spa company is always crystal clear. That's right, Crystal Clear Pool and Spa are specialists in swimming pool, spas, and backyard renovations. They've been in business for over 20 years and pride themselves on quality work and customer service. Look at some of these reviews on Yelp. We could not be more pleased. The renovation was stunning. They specialize in pools, but also excel in projects like decking, coping, landscaping, and more. Give the owner Kevin a call at 626-446-0592 or visit crystalclearpoolinc.com. For pools and spas, your choice is Crystal Clear.
This is Bruno DiGiulio at Racing with Bruno. We don't just like to play the races, it's what we do. The right information is what makes horse players successful long term. Racing with Bruno is the one and only true national workout report. And thanks to Chappie on the Morning Line Sports Show, we're able to give you 20% off at racingwithbruno.com for any item on the menu, so you can take advantage of our exclusive information. Just use the coupon code CHAPPY, CHAPPY, to check out. See for yourself why winning horse players go to racingwithbruno.com.
Why have top trainers including Bob Baffert and Neil Drysdale sent their horses to Barton Thoroughbreds in Santa Ynez? Whether it's for injury recovery or merely to reduce the stress of racing and stall confinement that a thoroughbred undergoes at the track, top trainers know Barton Thoroughbreds offers numerous benefits to maintain and improve the health of any horse, including sunshine, fresh air, great weather, ocean breezes, a European thoroughbred exerciser and walker, and nearly 200 acres of grass padlocks. They also offer experienced personnel, veterinarian support, stud breeding services to numerous Grade 1 winning stallions, and competitive pricing. Located in the heart of wine country, Barton Thoroughbreds offers the rehabilitation your horse deserves in a safe environment that you can trust. Call Barton Thoroughbreds for more information. 805-693-1777. That's 805-693-1777.
Racing fans, come on out to Santa Anita this weekend for great racing and good times, and check out our infield Michelada Rumble on Saturday. We'll have Michelada vendors, a live concert, car show, and more. Get your Michelada Rumble tickets now at SantaAnita.com. And be sure to play the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 jackpot every day with consistently big payouts and the chance to hit for a life-changing jackpot score. And attention horse players, sign up now for our $500 Autumn Challenge next Saturday, October 20th, with up to $20,000 in cash prizes. Join us on Fridays for the all-new $1 Stronach 5, featuring a record low 12% takeout, and also each Friday, we've got $2 draft beers and $6 specialty cocktails, sponsored by Woodford Reserve. In addition to great racing, check out the new Golden Road Pub on the grandstand main floor. First post time on Saturday and Sunday is at 12:30. Admission gates open at 10:30. Santa Anita, great racing and great value in a world-class setting.
Ducks Radio, AM 830, KLAA.
Get your money, man.
I need some money.
You do need some money. Welcome back to the Morning Line Sports Show. We all need some money. That's why we bring on our next guest, Mr. Bruno DiGiulio, joining us. Bruno, what's happening, my friend?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good. How about yourself?
Morning.
Good. I kind of made a decision today that I'm not going to pick on you, Chabby.
Well, that would be a first. Well, I won't even know how to act. What's going on?
Oh, I don't know. I just got up this morning and said I'm going to be nice to Chappie today.
Wow.
How you doing, buddy?
Be nice to Chappie Day.
He must have
I like
fell
it.
on his head.
Hey, real quick, Bruno, we are off the turf on all races here at Santa Anita. We got quite a bit of rain over the night, so Jay Privman just jumped in. He was at Anita this morning, and it was just announced all races off the turf here. So
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, we've got rain coming in later. So we're going to have to stay tuned on what's happening at Keeneland. We got rain overnight. I'm going to check changes as we speak here. I know it's only 8:30 over there, but over here we don't get changes out till about 11, which makes it kind of tough if you're handicapping because it kind of ends up being last minute. As far as the turf, we are on the turf as we speak. But make sure you check your scratches and changes as the day progresses.
got it. All right. Do you want me to pick a race today since Seminar Skip is on assignment, or you want to go somewhere? I was going to go to the 7th, the maiden special weight.
Is there anybody else that can do this?
Iggy's here.
Iggy's here. Iggy is here.
Take a shot, Iggy.
I'm following. I was kind of interested in the same race just because it's lightly raced 2-year-olds, the 7th race at Keeneland. I thought it was wide open. Thought maybe Bruno could give us an angle.
Yeah, absolutely. The second race at Keeneland?
No, 7th. I'm sorry, 7th.
Oh, 7th. Okay. I was going to say that was a maiden 30 that we're looking at. A claiming 30 in the second race. Very interesting. You know, it's funny you picked that race. We've got a lot of good information on a lot of horses that are alive. We've got a number of horses that's got 4-star works. The horse that interests me the most is the 8 City Siege. He shouldn't be 15 to 1 on the morning line, but he is. You got to throw out the last effort. I think this horse will get bet in half. We loved this horse's works before he debuted. And one thing I did write in my book was about in the Bruno with the works down in 2005, which Chappie, actually did a lot of read the book before it ever came out.
I did.
Gave me the thumbs up. So. Yeah, and so I thought I was going to scrap the whole thing after he gave me the thumbs up. But,
where's my royalties?
Oh, well, wait a minute. We're not supposed to pick on Chappie today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but what's interesting here is City Siege had trained super. He had trained at Keeneland. He runs at Churchill, doesn't get out of the gate, runs nowhere. And I didn't give up on this horse. I think today, he's going to come back. He'll run to those works. And on October 5th, he worked in 46-2 out of the gate for Catalano, kind of validating what he had done before his debut. I think this horse is by Runaway and Hyde. I've got myself 2 Runaway and Hyde colts, 2-year-olds this year, 2-year-olds next year. I love Runaway and Hydes. They are very, very precocious horses. So I just look for City Siege to be a lot better than what he showed.
All right, love it. 15-1, and Bruno's information, like he always says, pays for itself. Bruno, where do we find your picks?
Well, you can go to racingwithbruno.com, and you can put in our favorite five letters, Chappie, into. Boy, I'm being way too nice.
I love it. I'm very happy. I have a big smile on my face.
Yeah. So put in Chappie, CHAPPY, and Chappie will give you 15% off. Give you 10% off the purchase price. So you get a little break, and hopefully you get a few winners.
All right, my brother. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks, bud. Stay dry.
You got it.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank
See you later.
Cue it. Oh, yeah.
Dave.
My favorite song of the day.
Weaver.
Hal Dolan, Bandstand Hal.
David,
Waiting with his prepared statement.
I
Hal.
always have a prepared statement.
Take it away, Hal.
Okay. Last week, our guest was very disappointed in my prepared statement, and so was the judge, by that way. I probably will let him down again. I've tried my best to come up with some new accolades for his NFL new prowess. But what can you say about a man who thinks the earth is flat? He also told me that the sky was falling. Turns out he just got the words wrong from the Tom Petty song, Free Falling. He thinks the world is his oyster, but he now realizes it's just a dirty clam. I introduced you to a man who does not know his own limits. TVG's FanDuel's David Graham Weaver.
Wow. Dave, did you hang up on after that, or are you still there?
He's in his clam.
My whole point was just pre-record it, Hal. You won't
Why?
be so nervous when you're reading.
Nervous? Oh, God.
That was awful.
It was good. I thought it was
That
pretty
would be
good.
one of your 10 worst ever.
No.
Dave, what's happening, buddy?
I'm in New Jersey. So, one of the great things is now you can bet sports. Guess what? I'm already up $400 today, Hal.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I guess
bet on,
miracles do
I
happen.
bet on Will Maggie's phone call drop.
Winner, check winner. What else?
Come on.
Oh, that was odds on.
Yeah. What else did you hit?
That's all.
All right.
I'm waiting for later on.
So, are you going to give us a NFL pick and something at Los Al? You doing a daily double today?
You did hit the Browns last week.
Yeah, I hit the Browns last week. I like the Panthers this week. Oh, no, I got to mention about Los Al, though. I like the Panthers. Last 4 times they played the Redskins, they have covered, not just won, but covered by an average of 15 points. So they just match up very well against the Redskins. I like the over and the Panthers. I think they'll win something like 38-17, somewhere in there. But Los Al just announced, I got the email this morning, that they're having a handicapping contest at night.
Ooh.
It's still an NHC qualifier with 2 guaranteed seats, but it's at night on Bank of America Challenge Championship night, November the 17th. So if you like contests, and there's a lot of people out there that are quarter horse players, and they all say, well, how come you only have thoroughbred contests? Orlando is now doing a nighttime contest, so that's some exciting news for the quarter horse fans.
Yeah, you're right. I got the same thing. So 2 bursts for the NTRA, and if they get 60 entries, they're going to add a third. So November 17th for the night. That's perfect. And you like Carolina?
I like the Carolina Panthers.
All right.
Did you give yours out yet?
I'm going to take Dallas +3 at home today. Who are they playing? Now I'm lost.
They're playing
Jacksonville.
I can't get a feel for that game. That game, I don't know. I just don't have a very good
That's a
feeling on
3-star
either of those
play. I've won about 5 weeks in a row. I don't love anything this week, but I had to come up with something, so I'm going home dog. Dallas at home.
And one
3-star
other
play.
thing, for those that want to get Bruce's picks tomorrow, Fresno, closing day, mandatory super high 5. Obviously, if they don't hit it today, over $250,000.
Wow.
So that'll be a good reason to check out Bruce for that.
Okay. All right, well, listen, we got to let you go because after that rambling prepared statement, we're running out of time already. So have a good show tomorrow. We'll see you next week,
Good luck,
buddy.
Dave.
We'll see them on TV.
Hey, Iggy.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right. Hal, Mixer.
Oh, yeah. I want to thank everybody who came out to the Mixers, and especially since Skip's not here, I want to thank his buddy Spanky for showing up and paying his 2-beer admission. Also, WP, Ralph, ZZ, and her husband. And one of the highlights of the evening was when, Chappie, you brought the San Manuel people in.
BQ and the girls. That was wonderful.
10 $150 gift certificate to San Manuel. That was fantastic.
To the steakhouse at San Manuel.
Yeah.
They did it up right.
Yeah, let me just give out my 12-star release real quick. I gave one out last week. It did win. Today, it'll be Sunday, football, Steelers plus 2.5 over the Bengals. 12-star release.
12-star release. Do you have a play today? Another one besides your Cal Bread of the Week? Or are you good?
If anything, it's more of a shout-out. It's to a filly in the 7th race called Lovely Finish, trained by Joe Herrick. I rode her first time out at Del Mar. She ran 2nd, and then she was in that horrific fire at San Luis
that's
Rey.
right. That's right.
It took her quite a while to get back to the races, but she did run last month, and she was a good 3rd-place finish. They're in the 7th race today. That should have been the Cal Bread of the week because she's been through
We can have two,
everything
can't we?
and
Double Cal
training,
Bread. Sure, why not?
training
Yeah.
back. So good luck,
Parley.
Joe Herrick in the Herrick family, and Lovely Finish. A beautiful, beautiful gray mare. Lost some of her hair on her face, so she's a little bit on the balding side,
Yeah.
but still beautiful. And she's made it back to the races. So if anything, just best of luck.
That's a win already. So, quick shout-outs for me. We got Arnold Hill just sitting in, joining us today, brought us some Krispy Kreme donuts. Thank you,
good.
Arnold.
Nice.
Mike Garcia, WP. You said Ralph and Tom, right? They were from the Mixer.
I forgot Tom Mills. Sorry, Tom.
They didn't
Yeah,
win
and his
any-
lovely wife,
Yeah,
his trainer wife, yes.
They didn't
Marsha.
win. None of the 3 won anything.
No.
They were
Ralph
very
was sitting at
unhappy.
the table, that's why.
The International Uber Group is back. Shout out to the Cooler. Ernie Markowski brought the Dodgers a loss last night. Way to go, Cooler. And Sluggo, Paymaster, hopefully they're listening, Zip, and Spoonie Griggs. So we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, Wagering Tyler will be joining us. So listen to the Morning Line Sports Show on AM 830 KLAA, home of the number 5 Fighting Irish.
And ducks. Quack, quack.
Ooh, tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Ducks Radio, AM 830, KLAA.
From the tropical rainforests of Hawaii's Big Island, nature has given us Uncle Chemo's Kona Coffee. Derived from a naturally occurring coffee bean that is only found in this precise altitude and climatic setting, Uncle Chemo's Kona Coffee ensures a perfect start to your day or any cherished moment from sunup to sundown. Every treasured coffee bean is the byproduct of nearly 4 years of nurturing on the 57-acre family farm, and unlike many other coffee beans from the Big Island, Uncle Chemo's is estate grade and hand-roasted. This means all beans are grown, picked, roasted, and packaged on the farm to ensure the beans are the most balanced and as rich in flavor as possible. Uncle Chemo's Kona Coffee is now available on the mainland for the very first time. To place an order, just visit UncleChemosKonaCoffee.com and look for our logo on the track and in the winner's circle, along with jockeys Tyler Bays and Kent DeSormo. Uncle Chemo's Kona Coffee, taste the aloha.
The Breeders' Cup is just around the corner, and ExpressBet is your way to bet the top prep races from around the world. Santa Anita, Keeneland, Belmont, Woodbine, ExpressBet has them all. And not only can you get your bets in online or on your smartphone or tablet with ExpressBet, you can also watch the races from most tracks in crystal clear high definition. Ready to get started? Sign up for an ExpressBet account today to receive a $500 welcome bonus. That's $500 cash in your pocket that you can use to bet the Breeders' Cup. Visit expressbet.com to get started.
Ducks Radio, AM 830.
Tell me when to go. Talking on my Getro on my way to the south. My second or third trip. Some Henny, some Swishers, and some Listerine strips. Dr. Green Thumb.
This is some wake-up music for our next guest. 2 minutes to post, Mr. Wagering Tyler. His alarm just went off at 8:48 so he could get up. Tyler, are you there?
How we doing over there, Chappie?
You've been up, haven't you? Because you were on Facebook Live.
Yeah, he was snooping.
Oh, I've been up just to listen for your Ofer backhanded comment for me.
He is listening.
But we did give you credit for the website, though. We really appreciate that. You did a lot of hard work for that. So even if you pick a lot of losers, you did a good job getting the website
Backhanded compliment.
I appreciate that. Very dear to my heart. I'll be sending you the address to send my trophy for the MVP award.
Oh,
You get it today. You do get it. I will bring it into the office for you. So it's actually
Winner circle presentation.
It's a Krispy Kreme donut. Hey, so real quick, tell us what's going on with ExpressBet before you give one of your top picks for the day.
All right. Well, ExpressBet, we have a nice little promotion going on today at Woodbine for their late pick 4. So if you are playing that, definitely get on our ExpressBet account and play it from there. You'll get some extra bonus points with playing that sequence over there. But beyond that, we also have the BetSantaAnita.com app going out right now, and we'll be promoting that all throughout the weekend, every day actually at the track. Always be sure to check out our wagering ambassadors at their red tent, so they'll have a $5 free bet for y'all.
I love it. All right, and now you did hear the news. They are off the turf, thanks to our man Jay Pribman giving us that information. Where are you going with a pick? Please, we need a winner out of you.
Oh, I definitely need the winner myself. I'm looking at race 6 here at Santa Anita Park, actually. It's a maiden 20, 5.5 furlongs. And I'm looking at somewhat of a long shot here, actually really a long shot. 8-1 morning line, the 2-horse, Venice, coming out of the Mulhall barn with Pedrosa staying aboard. Second time off the layoff, should show a little bit of an improve. And the best time form figure that this horse has shown, which I believe was an 84, it was actually on wet, fast turf or dirt conditions, excuse me. So hopefully the rain might help this horse come home a little stronger. And second off the layoff, who knows how much improve can show.
Hunch play for me. I used to live in Venice for years, so
well, there you go.
That's why you're like that.
We've heard the stories.
I might move back just to get farther away from you, Tyler. But anyways, good luck, 8-1, and look for Tyler out there in Express Bet, and I'll see you, buddy, in about 45 minutes.
All right, take it easy, guys. See you later.
Tyler.
Bye, Tyler.
Wagering Tyler, bringing it. All right, boys, we got about 2 minutes left. Hal.
Yeah, let me just mention our website again so everybody can maybe didn't catch it earlier. It's TMLAM830.com. We got the shows archived on there. You can also hit a button there and listen to the show live. And if you have any questions or any comments, go ahead and leave it, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
That's right. Iggy, any last words?
Play the 20-cent.
Oh, yeah.
Pick 6 at Santa Anita. It pays well.
You should know.
It sure does. Iggy has a big smile on his face.
For a $9 sheet. It's
$9 sheet yesterday. The Igmeister hit it for $5,800. Was it?
5,200
right?
He'll be sure. I can get that
beer.
beer.
Like the singles came in.
$20 ticket.
$9.
Yeah.
$9.80.
Can I get that beer you owe me now?
Thanks.
For sure.
Okay,
we're going to get you some.
Iggy's single beat me by a head, so that's all right. I'm used to it. So, listen, we got to tell everybody. The rain's going to go away. I know we're off the turf today, but we got the Michelada Rumble still going on, so please get out to Santa Anita. If not, jump on the Express Bet, and I know the Dodgers are playing this afternoon. A lot going on. So we'd like to thank everybody for listening again. Arnold Hill, once again, for joining us today, bringing in some donuts. He was driving around the parking lot for about 20 minutes trying to find us, but he made it. So good luck to everybody. You've been listening to the Morning Line Sports Show on AM 830 KLAA. Stay tuned next for Jay Pribman, and be kind to each other. Have a great day.
Love.
Ooh. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.